Charles, thanks for sitting down with me. Really great. We are here at the ISF World Seed Congress 2023, and it's a bit busy. We're very close to the trading floor, so we hear the buzz of all the seed traders. What brings you to the Congress, and what do you hope to achieve?
Marcel, first, thanks for inviting me to have the discussion with you. It's really good to catch up after such a long absence of face-to-face get-togethers. But, you know, it's good to be back at these ISF meetings because this is a great gathering place for everybody along the value chain in the seed world. You know, whether you're breeders, whether you're seed companies, whether you're chemical ag companies, or even incredibly new tech companies that make us more productive. Just a great place to meet everybody along the line. And that's why we're here, to connect with our partners, find new partners, and find new ways to supply the best seed we can to the population.
Awesome. And I'm sure physical meetings like this will stay in business.
No, absolutely. We learned a lot during the COVID experience, but there's no better way than a face-to-face meeting to really hammer out what needs to be done to solve problems.
Exactly. And your company, Charles, Solynta, is breeding hybrid potato seeds.
Yep.
And sometimes that is called the Holy Grail of potato breeding. Why is that?
Well, you know, at Solynta, we breed hybrid potatoes, as you say, and we were the first people to truly develop hybrid technology in potatoes. But why is that important? You know, we got an interesting name, the Holy Grail. That's really, I don't know, a bit of an exaggeration if you ask me, but it's nice to be known that way. And it's all about what you can bring to a traditional staple food across the world with hybrid breeding. You know, in traditional breeding of potatoes, it can take easily 10 years to come up with a new variety. And then it takes another 10 to start to introduce it. And with hybrid breeding, we can use all the new tools and remain GMO free. And we can go from concept to new product in as little as 2 years in some cases. And that can bring real value to the farmers, and it can also bring real stability to food.
Hold on. In 2 years, you said? That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I can give you an example, actually.
Oh, please do.
Yeah. So if you think about one of the biggest issues that potatoes face around the world, that's Phytophthora or late blight.
Absolutely.
Right? So late blight caused the potato famine, and 150 years ago or so, killed millions of people, displaced millions more. And even today, it destroys about 30% of the potato crop globally. Yeah, and that's responsible for lack of food security. And it's also one of the reasons that I use Europe as an example, the farmers in Europe spray for blight almost every 10 days. Now that has its own sustainability, environmental impact issues as well, and of course costs the farmers money. Of course. So at Solynta, we decided to target that particular fungus to show that hybrid breeding can work. So by mapping the genome with our technology, we were able to identify resistant genes. And through the normal hybrid breeding process using molecular marker breeding, which most of the hybrid crops use these days, we were able to integrate traits into our elite parent lines and then cross those parent lines to create potato hybrids with multiple traits of late blight. Now, is this going to solve the world's problem? No, but it proves that it works. We did that in 18 months, and this season we're trialing 9 varieties with more than one resistant trait in Kenya.
Fantastic. Congratulations. Sounds like a huge achievement. We're here, of course, at the ISF Congress in South Africa on the African continent.
Yep.
How are your hybrid true potato seeds helping African farmers?
No, look, I appreciate you asking that question, Marcel, because, Africa, while it's in a lot of discussions, often is left out of technological steps forward. And at our company, while we're certainly not a nonprofit company, we want to make an impact on the world, and we want to improve livelihoods of farmers. And one of the biggest constraints to potato farming on this continent is the availability of quality, clean, disease-free starting material. Yep. So when you think about how large this continent is and about how many countries are here, and then where the potatoes are actually produced, they're produced in the south and in the north, generally speaking, and then they have to be shipped in trucks. Now, with our technology, instead of using seed tubers, we actually use true seeds. So 25 grams of true seeds will plant a hectare of potatoes, which used to plant, if you were using tubers, 2.5 tons. So imagine the ease of use and availability that can be overcome. And so we believe that with this technology combining hybrids and true seeds, we can really have an impact here.
Fantastic. What a difference in seeds and in tuber.
Absolutely.
Massive. Transportation-wise and disease-wise.
And storage as well. Let's not forget storage.
Amazing. What a progress. Staying a bit on the African continent, you recently started a project in Ethiopia.
Correct.
Can you tell me a bit more about it?
Yep. So our project in Ethiopia is not really unique for the seed industry, but I think this is the future of the seed industry. And so what we've done is by working with public institutes, so some Dutch institutes, including Wageningen University, including the Dutch Ministry, but also including Solynta ourselves and PepsiCo, the owner of Lay's brand. We have now, and we're also working with local regulators and local potato producers. We're really getting broad-based community support for bringing in a new innovation into a strategic crop, which not only builds the capacity of the local farmers, but it creates an income stream for the farmers as well towards PepsiCo. And also PepsiCo, of course, gets stability of supply. So it's not a short-term project, but it's a fully integrated long-term value chain project where we hope really to bring the entire value chain with us on this journey. And so far, we're getting really good traction from those players.
Fantastic. Congratulations on that. And I love it that it's a long-term project. We're seeing a lot of those short-term ones, and this ensures, the long-term success.
Exactly. And we know that nothing's easy anywhere, but it certainly comes with its challenges working in many places in Africa. And if you're only there for the short term, you're not going to see the benefit.
Thank you, Charles. Good luck.
Thanks a lot. Great to talk to you.